Hello, I'm the Luke Cartographer, and this is the 75th video of my Mass Effect Legendary Edition series. In the last video we did a whole bunch of stuff on the Citadel, basically clearing things out since the attack of Cerberus. Now we're going to do, I think, a couple pieces of DLC, maybe one, maybe two. I'm not exactly sure what one of them is. I can't remember from the last time I played this. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. They're both taking place on the Citadel. One of them I know what it is, the other one I don't remember. So we're going to go ahead and meet with Dr. Bryson. So it's Doc at Dr. Bryson's lab.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us?
Oh.
Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near.
I remember this now.
Hadley, do you have the data?
Oh.
No! This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Alright, so this is the Leviathan DLC. It's a very interesting piece of content, and I'd completely forgotten that this is how it started. Let's see, Bryson experiment? Oh. Creepy. He's just got a husk head. That's apparently still alive. Looks like Prothean technology. Oh no, that's a Krogan head right there. Krogan statue head. I'm not... That looks a bit like that Prothean device that Javik has that stores his memories. I'm not sure what that thing there is. Looks like an engine or a drill or something. And then he's got some sort of weird sphere there. Okay. Wait, audio log. Go.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
We can do that in just a second. I want to see if there's anything else in this lab before we move forward, because I was actually almost afraid that we might have missed an opportunity to look at some stuff. Huh. Strange images over here. Some of these I recognize, some of them I don't. Huh. Okay, let's go ahead and just use the galaxy map. I don't see anything else in here that we can interact with.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No. But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Okay. Let's see. Computer console?
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Weirdly, it seems to all be humans and Solarians that are doing this. Let's see, another computer console?
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
Let's keep looking around before that. Pistol cranial trauma system. Interesting. I'd not seen anything like that before. And what do we got here? SMG high velocity barrel. I want to see if there's anything else out here before we move forward. Is it? No. Little hidden area, but nothing in it. Okay, here's another little office, it looks like. Oh yeah, I remember the fragment of Sovereign. Huh.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Let's see, anything else? Okay, here we go. Picture?
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Looks like a Hanar.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
Okay.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Okay. It's weird that it talks about Rachni ships and that's clearly just a Rachni. Okay. In fact, I don't think we've actually seen a Rachni ship yet, but SMG mass pulse recoil system. Okay, we got rocks.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Well, that's probably what we do with this.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Okay. Oop, PDA. The Thorian, August 17th, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claimed that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve among lines they could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims the Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar. Okay. Creature sightings.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Blacklight, maybe? Oh! Okay.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding it now.
Okay. Let's see what else. Is there anything else in here? Oh, here we go. Video log.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
Oh. My guess is either that drawing or literally on himself. Encrypted data?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
Okay.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
Is that her mocking the skill of that 9-year-old artist?
The Reaper fleet activity
Okay.
is encrypted.
I was hoping that'd be like, oh, it's
He
her
said he was keeping the
ID
decryption
number or
key
something like
close
that.
to his heart.
Let's see. Wait, oh, here we go. What's this?
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Oh. Just ruining everyone's hope that there's a Loch Ness Monster, huh? Let's see what else. Oh, here we go.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute.
What is that?
Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
Anything else up here? Here we go.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the
rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
It's weird, okay, because the Leviathan of Dis is something I think has existed since Mass Effect 1. And it was mentioned to be an organic starship that the Batarians stole away. Now, the weird thing is, now with this DLC, they're like, oh, the real Leviathan of Dis. It's like, okay, well, I mean, you're literally making it up for this DLC. But at the same time, the creatures referred to as Leviathan are things that have existed throughout the entire series, I would guess, at least, in terms of the deep lore known only to the game's, the world's creators. I mean, interesting here, a little picture of either him, maybe him with his daughter? Him with his wife? Not sure. And is she supposed to be that she's 28 now? I can't really tell the age of the person in that picture, I mean. Let's go ahead and decrypt this over here.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Okay. I wonder if that's enough search filters. Let's see, anything else in here? I don't think so. Oh. Let's see, Reaper activities.
Activity?
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Obviously.
Element 0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Seems that one is.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Huh. It looks to me like there's one missing. Because there's a gap there. In between Reaper activities and locations with element 0. Alright, let's take a quick look around and see if there's anything else. If not, we'll just go. Pistol ultralight materials. I didn't see anything else in there, though. Give me another 30 seconds, and again, if there's nothing, we'll just go. Alright, well, I don't see anything else. Let's just head on out. We've got, I think, 3 systems to search. Back to the Normandy. Okay. Let's see where we're headed. Back to the mass relay. Okay. Wow. I feel like there's a lot more systems to look at. Okay, Kaelston Rift. Crescent Nebula. And Shrike Abyssal. Okay, well, Shrike Abyssal has a new system, it looks like, because we had fully investigated it last time. Let's head there. I didn't mean we had fully investigated this system last time. It had been fully investigated by the last time. Okay, interesting. Let's go to Kizel first. Alright, looks like we got 5 planets here. Starting with the... Ooh, definitely something right there.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel, probably? Yep. That's nice. Let's see. Rostaka. This methane ammonia gas giant was swept past during the Reaper invasion, and once its Helium-3 collection equipment was destroyed, it was largely ignored. Voyager ships that survived the attack on Heshtok and Lirat can be found discharging their drive cores here before making spy sorties or retreating further into space. Alright. Let's see what we got here at this next one. Interesting coloring on that. Lirat. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The hydrogen-helium gas giant Leviathan was the site of a brief but decisive battle between Vorcha and Reaper forces. It was impolitically characterized on the newsvids as millennia-old death machines versus a gang of teenagers, a reference to the Vorcha's brief lifespans and inexperience. In reality, many of the ships were commanded by other species to avoid this shortcoming, but the insult still sticks. The defenders outnumbered the Reapers, but their force was comprised of light ships suitable to a militia, since never before had it been in anyone's best interest to allow the Vorcha to build a dreadnought. Superior Reaper firepower soon wiped out the Vorcha fleet, and the fuel infrastructure around Leviathan was pulverized. Rumors abound that the Reapers did not lose a single ship. Oof. Man. That's rough. Okay, it looks like that's a garden world there, plus that's not the next one in. What's this? Parisk? A lifeless desert, Parisk was colonized soon after the first contact with the Vorcha. Several Asari mining corporations working with a Siari-based charity called Mind in Hand built settlements on the planet's surface and orbital stations. Adopting Vorcha orphans from Heshtok, they raised them to live non-violent lives and employed them in the mining industry. While Mind in Hand's efforts were first labeled colonialist, the orphans became minor celebrities when it was discovered that the Vorcha habit of using violence to communicate was not completely innate. Several spoke throughout Citadel space on behalf of their species, but their short lifespans kept their careers very brief. Even today, companies that want Vorcha labor have the poor choice between adopting them and educating them as youngsters, just to watch them age and die, or dealing with the autonomous but violent adults. The Reaper invasion devastated Parisk. The industrial capacity was ruthlessly targeted, and the Vorcha mining communities were exterminated. The only silver lining is that the deaths here have created martyrs inspiring alien-raised Vorcha to fight for their galaxy. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Nascral. I'm going to the garden world last. Nascral is a small, hot, tidally locked inner planet that had modest minerals development on its dark side. Within a generation of the Vorcha's first contact with spacefaring species, robo-mining interests attempted to exploit it only to find their trading partners violently overthrown on a regular basis. The Vorcha's own culture disenfranchised them in Nascral's case, as their legal claims to the planet were inevitably backed up by violence as a show of dominance. This nuance was lost on the mining corporations, who hired mercenaries to guard their operations with lethal force and never surrendered it to the Vorcha claimants. The Reaper sent a small force to destroy Nascral's orbital stations and surface facilities. There is no indication that there are any survivors. Whew, man. So we are definitely in the Vorcha system. This is, I'm assuming, their homeworld, Heshtok. A Systems Alliance official once summarized his tour of the Vorcha homeworld as follows. You can make your own Heshtok in 2 steps. Take Hell and then add Vorcha. The planet is highly volcanically active, leading to the periodic release of toxic gases into the air and water supply, as well as other extreme situations that gave rise to the Vorcha's legendary adaptability. Overcrowding and extermination of most of their ecology led to the planet covered in weeds and hardy vermin. The Vorcha do not have a recognized single government that would allow them membership in any galactic league. Alliances between bloodlines are tenuous at best, and the Vorcha's short, violent lives ensure there are few lasting institutions. The Reaper invasion of Heshtok encountered little formal military resistance, but the harvesting process is slow. Destroying neighboring cities fails to intimidate Vorcha, who become submissive only if physically dominated in person. Cutting off their water supplies makes them adapt their bodies to get moisture from food. Allied intelligence hypothesized the Reaper forces are not harvesting yet, instead seeking to immobilize Hestok's population and prevent them from joining the fight in the galaxy at large. Population, lack of census data, spread estimates from 6.0 to 9.3 billion pre-invasion, capital of Hatosh, which is disputed. Okay. Well, we're done here. Oh, actually, no, we need to find one more thing, which I assumed would be on their home planet. Let's see what they got. Void Devil's Fighter Wing. Okay. I assume that's something related to the Vorcha, but I guess we'll find out when we get to the assets at the end of this. Thal. Scan for Dr. Garneau. Okay, let's see. Got this outermost planet here, gas giant with a lot of rings. Xerxio. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Xerxio's many moons were developed along with the colonization of Altacural. It is believed that the majority of them were military in nature, a common theme among Turian colonies. Specifics are few. Altacural's government kept its records classified, and the Reapers have systematically destroyed the installations here. Okay, next in is this one. Altacural. Yeah, I thought this might be the garden world. Altakiral is a garden world on the outer edge of the system's habitability zone. The planet is largely frozen, yet it features native dextroamino acid-based life in its lower latitudes. These species evolved to withstand periodic freezing and compensate for the cold with spectacular population explosions during the long, mild summers. Hardy, independently minded Turians colonized the planet. The Quarians briefly considered contesting them, but were daunted by the virulence of the planet's infectious life during the growing season, not to mention the colonists who had their ties to the warlords elsewhere in the Shrike Abyssal. Altakiral's citizens were wiped out by Reaper bombardment, despite the planet having a reasonably high population, which would usually make it a candidate for harvesting. Allied intelligence suggests that the colonists kept anti-space defense weaponry in population centers, so the Reapers limited their risk by destroying the threat and moving on. Colony founded in 2021. Hey, just last year. Population 13.5 million, and that's all pre-invasion, which probably doesn't exist anymore. Estivus Erix is the capital. What a strange name. Well, nothing there. Let's see, what's over here? Serrate. I wish some of these planets were easier to pronounce. A large terrestrial, Serrate's methane-rich atmosphere might be mistaken for that of a true hothouse planet. However, some terraforming corporations have targeted it for development since Serrate's already given rise to some cyanobacteria in the liquid water that can be found near its poles. There is some evidence that the planet has been fluctuating between methane-heavy and oxygen-heavy atmospheres for several million years, each cycle dependent on the nutrients in the ocean that led to bacterial growth or crashes. Star charts catalog several scientific stations studying Serrate, but all appear to have been destroyed by the Reapers. That's unfortunate. And Garan. Garan is the innermost planet of the Thal system, which is less than 2.56 million kilometers from the K-class planet parent star. Temperatures on the sunward side of the tidally locked planet reach more than 2,800 degrees Celsius, boiling away Earth and stone. These gases are then carried away by wind from the hottest point to the zone where the temperatures are cool enough for the gaseous mixture to recondense, leading to unusual weather phenomena of rain of rocks. Garan remains largely unexploited by commercial interests, as the heat of the star tends to ward off all but well-funded collection ships like those of the so-called Inferno class that mine Ezo near energetic stars. Garan does not appear to have Ezo, and the other elements are not worth the setup cost. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Did I check? Yeah, I checked Serrate already. Okay, but I haven't scanned in here yet.
I found something.
Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Destroyed fuel station. Refueled there. Okay, let's just start doing some scanning. Oh, interesting. Viritz. Viritz is a large stony asteroid in the Thal system's Ricari belt. There are no records of its colonization, but it is included on the star charts as it is well known by astronomers on Altakiral, who would observe it with low-power telescopes during certain positions of its orbit. Or certain portions of its orbit. Scanning, we find... search unsuccessful. No active power source or evidence of recent habitation. It is unlikely Dr. Garneau will be found here. Continue your search.
Garneau is not located in this system.
No kidding. Okay, well, it looks like there's still something else to be found here. We already scanned in that direction, so let's go this way. Oh, another one? Tyrix. Oh, we got a Vorcha labor team. Tyrix, one of the largest objects in Thal's asteroid belt, is a metallic asteroid with an iron-nickel core under a rocky olivine mantle. It is possibly a remnant protoplanet, prevented from forming into anything bigger by gravitational disturbances from Xerxio. Okay. Let's leave this behind. Head back to Zicha. And get out of the Shrike Abyssal again. Did not know this was the Vorcha home system. Let's see. So we can head to the Crescent Nebula, or we can head to the Kaelston Rift. Let's go Crescent Nebula, it's closer. Alright. So yeah, this is the home of Ilium. That's Ilium right there, in fact. Let's see what we got over here. Nexel. Nexel is an ammonia methane ice giant. Several smaller energy corporations shut out of the big market in the Fire Gateway system were attempting to develop a local helium-3 fuel infrastructure to service Ilium. The leading investor was the human corporation Eltful Ashland Energy. Their efforts were hampered by the extra-legal pressure the H3 cartels and the Fire system brought to bear, from simple price undercuts to bureaucratic obstructions, denied permits, and constant health and safety inspections. EAE abandoned the facilities before the Reaper invasion and collected no insurance settlement since the Reaper attack fell under the Wars and Acts of God. However, skillful legal wrangling let their losses here leverage their rights to acquire any destroyed Reapers near their facilities, which may turn out to be highly profitable once the proverbial smoke clears. Population 6,700, all population estimates pre-invasion. They had abandoned this, so how exactly did they have a population of 6,700? Anyway, capital EAE Krafla. Let's see, next in. Thale. Thale is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant. Its complex system of rings is unstable, dating back only a few million years. They are thought to be shattered remains of a comet. Okay. Next in is Ponolus. A fairly typical Venusian hothouse, Ponolus seems to almost tame compared to the violent volcanic outbursts of the inner world Barragale. In contrast, Ponolus is nearly inert, with no active volcanoes or violent plate tectonics. The most dramatic event of the last million years was the foundering of the Asari Aerostat research platform Alvusic in 2092, which fell after being holed by an improbably unlucky meteor. Most of the crews successfully reached escape capsules, but 6 were lost. The crushed wreck of the platform now lies on the Kirusite Plain in the southern hemisphere. With no population to speak of, Ponolus is ignored by the Reapers. Okay. Let's go Barragale and then Ilium. See what's going on in Ilium last. While not a classical hothouse world like Venus, Barragale is scarcely more hospitable. In addition to it being closest to the star to sail, its core contains many radioactives and other heavy elements. These increase the heat of the planets and drive volcanism. Barragale's crust is too rigid for plate tectonics to function, and the planet will go through cycles in which the pressure builds to a massive supervolcanic eruption. These spew ejecta over thousands of kilometers, leaving caldera 100 kilometers across, and spew enough molten material to repave entire continents. The last such event was 812,000 years ago. The current rate of outgassing from volcanic hotspots suggests another will occur within the next 10 millennia. Wow, okay. And Ilium. Ilium is a classic garden world, an interplot between the Terminus systems and the Asari Republics to abet this trade. The normally stringent customs laws of Council space and product safety, prescribed materials, and sapient trafficking are relaxed. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible to higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. The Reaper forces met a surprising amount of resistance on Ilium. Its leaders were paranoid about keeping their fortunes and were influential in both Terminus and Citadel space. They outfitted their large defense fleet with a higher number of fission weapons, and in a brief space battle used them on the Reaper fleet and troop transports rather than their nearly impervious capital ships. As a result, the inevitable ground invasion has been slowed to a crawl as the Reapers manufacture more troops. Colony founded in 1617, population on the surface is 84,950,000. Population of the L4 and L5 Lagrange stations, 80,500. All population estimates pre-invasion. A capital of Nosastra. But it sounds like they're doing pretty well, actually, at the moment. Let's go ahead and leave this system behind. And let's go to Lucerne. Back in Mass Effect 2, there were, I think, like 5 systems in the Crescent Nebula, so I'm glad we don't have to search all of those. What do we got over here? Zedek. The methane ammonia gas giant Zedek is best known for the infamous Calthor camp. Established on the ice moons of Jesus, Calthor was a Blue Sun's hostile environment training facility run by a cadre of former Batarian Special Intervention Unit operators. In 2168, a cluster-wide scandal broke out when it was revealed that the mortality rate of the recruits sent to the camp was as high as 18%. Investigations by authorities based on Ilium uncovered the graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed, and the remains sent back to their worlds of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found that the Batarians had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join the SIU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Calthor was shut down, and they were reassigned to other units. No criminal charges were filed against the Blue Suns, Council law did not extend to the Crescent Nebula, and the Asari on Ilium found the Blue Suns self-policing to have met their due diligence requirements for corporate justice. Okay, several hundred graves. Let's see what we got here. Tereth. Tereth is broadly Earth-like with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, and the reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component to Tereth's plant life, a defense mechanism against native herbivores. Many species evolved the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. The gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Tereth near the bottom of the lists of colonization. The Reapers have paid little attention to Tereth, concentrating on planets with high populations. I feel like that might be the planet where we landed and we had to like follow beacons through the fog of chlorine. Dorier. Dorier is a large, hot world with a poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lasarn to make this condense and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Okay, what do we got here? Untanta. Untanta is remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There the similarities end, for Lusarn is a hot Class F star emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Untanta is a parched wasteland with its water long since boiled away into the nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining outposts dot the hellishly hot surface. The crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines out at night to do the surface work and load cargo for shipment. It does not appear that the Reapers have struck here yet. Population 230. Well, I mean, gotta be a low priority target. You've got a low population and they're all buried in bunkers. So, Juntan. Juntan is a fairly standard, close-orbiting Pegasid gas giant, orbiting the star Lucerne at high velocity and heated at temperatures of over 1,000 degrees. Analysis of the orbit has revealed a core of heavy elements and a mass double that of the planet's hydrogen-helium atmosphere. The Reapers appear to have ignored Juntan, favoring targets that have some level of habitation. So, it seems like they would have just avoided this entire system, right? Based on everything that we've seen here? Are the Reapers even really in this system? I mean, why would they be here? There's nothing here. But apparently they are, so we gotta watch out for that, I guess.
Signal confirmed.
Oh. Baelt. Got some credits, it looks like. Lusarn's heat pummels the Nirana Belt, a ring of protoplanetary material relatively close to the star. However, this heat is not enough to instigate true melting as occurs in a planet's formation, so carbonaceous asteroids such as Baelt retain a primitive makeup. Baelt has yet to be exploited, so the Reapers appear to have ignored it. Probes suggest that it is high in chondrites and troilite. Okay. Well, probably something else in the asteroid belt then. Unless there's another gas station to find here. There we go. Gas station, it looks like. Okay, well, it doesn't look like he's here either. Oh, we were going to search for Garneau in the Tessail system? I guess we didn't do any scanning in Tessail. Let's check the asteroid belts again.
I found something.
Oh, there's some fuel, probably. Okay, 350 units of fuel. Let's scan near Ilium. Nope, there's something. You'd have to wonder why we'd really have to scan. It seems like they still are fully in control on the ground. Liquid assets. Cash? Is that what we're talking there? I'm definitely gonna have Reapers chasing me at some point, but I just gotta keep scanning. There we go. Tukria? Named for a legendary Asari archer from Thessia's Iron Age, Tukria is a asteroid large enough to qualify as a dwarf planet, or as some term it, a mesoplanet. Its gravity is sufficient to give it a spherical shape. Developed for nickel and iron mining, Tukria was abandoned before the Reapers reached the system. Its facilities are now dark and cold. Well, that doesn't sound promising for Dr. Garneau, but we'll see. Search unsuccessful. No active power source or evident recent habitation. It is unlikely Dr. Garneau will be found here. Continues your search.
Garneau is not located in this system.
Yes, I know. Alright, let's get back to the mass relay. Okay, well, we only got one place left to go, I think, at least. Yeah, the far end, we gotta speak to the Quarians. Yeah, that seems to be it. Okay, gotta go to Kaelston Rift. Okay, we gotta go to Icer for that, but let's check out this system first. Partholon. A large rock planet composed of ice surrounding a rocky core, Partholon retains a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crushing gravity makes for an inhospitable stay and mining largely infeasible. However, its orbit's proximity to the mass relay in the system means space travelers will, for the next few years, use it as a gravitational slingshot to add speed to their way to and from Kaelston. Okay, let's see. Probably need to do some scanning, but let's check these planets first. Aletha. The tiny rock planet Aletha is noted for its frigid temperatures and crushing nitrogen and krypton atmosphere. Lying out beyond the Fomor belt, there's little to recommend it. So far, little to recommend any of this system. Kaelston. Why does Kaelston not have an orbit? It's weird. Maybe it's in orbit around the gas giant? I don't know. Yes, Kaelston is the largest satellite of the gas giant Cernunnos. Ancient asteroid strikes deposited major loads of element 0 within the molten sulfur mantle. Elfil Ashland Energy's mining operations made it the largest source of Starship drive core material in the Attican Traverse, which threatened Kaelston's native biodiversity with industrial waste. Kaelston is racked with volcanism due to the tidal stresses from Cernunnos. Because of weak solar output, plant-based life on Kaelston is not carbon-based or photosynthetic, but silicon-based and thermosynthetic, requiring heat rather than sunlight for the chemical reactions. These organisms flourish in the volcanic vents, and during solar flares, when Balor, Kaelston's sun, can double or triple luminosity. Oxygen-breathing habitation is not possible outside its many domed cities. These cities are now feasts for the Reapers who drove off Kaelston's protective fleet and now threaten to puncture domes to force the population to submission. That is horrific. Colony founded in 1975. Population 1.8 billion pre-invasion. The capital of Sainu. Ugh. Let's, we'll scan that in just a minute. Cernunnos. In fact, I think I see something. Yeah. Brez. Is this the one where there's like the trio of large asteroids? I guess not. Anyway, let's check out Brez. A member of the Fomor belt, Brez is a dwarf planet with no atmosphere. It is, however, rich in lithium, which is integral to the heat sinks of many starships and handheld weapons. A large robo-mining operation from Kaelston once existed here, but the miners quickly abandoned the area when they learned they were in the path of the Reapers. Okay, and Cernunnos. Cernunnos is a sizable gas giant with high nitrogen content. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture due to its close stellar location. In a rare phenomena, it is large enough, nearly enough to the red dwarf star to be within the life zone, although the massive size prevents the tidal lock that usually occurs at that range. While nothing could survive on the surface of the planet with such crushing gravity, Cernunnos' moon Kaelston has life. Cernunnos is was skimmed for its abundant hydrogen, and refiners on Kaelston processed it into metastable metallic form for use as starship fuel. The Reapers have since destroyed this operation. Okay, let's do some scanning. Nothing on Kaelston.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, whoa. They're here. Let's see what they got on Brez, then we'll get that fuel, and then we will head to the other system. There it is. What do we got? Synth diamond heat sinks. That sounds nice. Let's grab that fuel. 350 units of fuel recovered.
Faster than light jumps.
I think I might have already had all the fuel I needed, so let's leave Balor and head to Icer. Okay. My guess would be we're probably going somewhere over here. If we no, I'm just kidding. I think this is another garden world. But anyway, let's see out here. What do we got? I'm probably going to be checking the asteroid belt again. Timgauda. The outermost planet of the ICER system, Timgauda, is remote and largely unexplored. Its carbon dioxide atmosphere has long since frozen into fields of dry ice. Let's see what we got over here. Shear. A remote rock planet capped in ice, Shear has been exploited by the Arvunian corporations for its minerals. Home to gold veins used in spaceship shielding, as well as jewelry and cobalt deposits used in high tensile alloys, Shear's resources show no signs of being exhausted anytime soon. A light gravity helps keep the planetary exportation process cheap. No mention of the Reapers, that's interesting. Maybe they haven't gotten here yet. Maybe they're focused on Kaleston. Alformus. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Alformus has its helium-3 refueling stations destroyed in an attack by Grow Zero, an anti-population terrorist group that wanted to stop further immigration to Arvuna. A consortium of Arvuna-based corporations are currently rebuilding the stations. Alliance Advisory. Alformus is not considered vital to the stability of the ICER system. Civilians working on the Helium-3 platform should not expect Alliance military intervention in the case of kidnapping or other violence. Makes me think that there's kidnapping and or other violence that takes place there.
I found something.
Okay. Mahavid.
We have located Garneau.
Okay, well, we'll come back for that then. Let's check in on Drannon. A sizable hydrogen-helium gas giant just on the far side of the pale yellow star's frost line, Drannon is known for its spectacular storms. At least 3 persistent observable spots, actually cyclonic and anticyclonic storms, have lasted for over 544 years, significantly longer than Jupiter's Great Red Spot. The largest of these spots, the Ishna, has consistently held a diameter over 3 times that of Earth. Drannon has 44 moons. 2 of them are of special interest to the Citadel Committee on Habitable Worlds. The first, Arvuna, is a life-bearing world that has already been colonized. The second, Alia, is slowly being terraformed into an ammonia-based world for Volus populations. Okay, let's check out Arvuna. Arvuna, a moon of Drannon, is classified as a water world because the oceans or ice cover 90% of its surface. Besides the prodigious sea life, Arvuna is home to a host of venomous arthropodal insects. In the tropical zone, with metallic carapaces similar to those found on Palaven to resist radiation coming from Drannon's magnetosphere. There are several well-shielded human colonies on Arvuna, although they are alienated from the Council and politically insignificant to the Traverse and Terminus systems. The Reapers have yet to reach Arvuna, concentrating instead on the Balor system. While this cuts Arvuna off from the cluster's mass relay, there's at least some evidence that the Reapers cannot be found everywhere at once. Colony founded in 2160, population 948,700, capital of Asa. I mean, I think I remember seeing that Kaleston had a population of over 1 billion, so it makes sense they're focusing there. Oh, I need to check this first. Shasu. Shasu is a dwarf planet that is believed to have been ejected from Agnan during a giant impact with another planet-sized body. At the time, a magma ocean covered much of Agnan's surface. The liquid rock sprayed into space, where it coalesced and cooled over millions of years. It is theorized that during this cooling, Shasu orbited Agnan, but was eventually pulled from that orbit by the gravity wells of other planets, primarily Drannon. Today, Shasu is relatively temperate, with light hydrogen-helium atmosphere that attracts spacers who use its atmosphere to refuel. Its crust composition is similar to Agnan, evident with its high sulfur content. Okay. And Agnan. A hothouse planet, Agnan's scorching clouds of methane and sulfur dioxide give the planet a pale green color and visible light. The sulfur dioxide from volcanic activity rains down as sulfuric acid in the upper atmosphere, but is then boiled away before the liquid reaches the surface. Agnan's harsh environment has prevented exploration by anything except probes. Okay. Scan here. Man. I don't think we are going to find Reapers here because it said that they focused on the Balor system, so I think I can just scan with reckless abandon here. Oh, there we go. Fuel, I expect. Fuel indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and check out that asteroid. Mahavid. Mahavid is a metallic asteroid in the very sparse Nahada belt. It is a high nickel and iron content in the form of camosite. The rights to the mine Mahavid belong to TGES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to colonists of Arvuna. A close flyby reveals lights emanating from its facilities. Population 152, all populations pre-invasion, but again, no invasion here.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we have any more info on what this Leviathan was?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
And we're looking for Dr. Bryson's research partner, Garneau.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
We hope.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Yep. Invasion's arrived.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Look at that. Alright, let's switch over to sniper rifle.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna go just that easy. Let's see, anything else? Elevator. Decided to bring Ashley along, given that we could for the first time since
Scouting party.
Mars.
Sounds like the kind of party that could kill you.
Jeez. I like that you can shoot their armor off. Oh. I think, yep, he's down. These guys remind me a little bit of the Hunters in Halo. Only in their size and the fact that they've got armor that can be blown off. They definitely don't have the same tactics.
Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
The people in this facility will be scared.
Yeah, I'll bet. We got Reapers knocking at the door. Could have sworn I saw them over here knocking at a door. Anyway, let's head up here.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They're off for acting strangely
I was
nonchalant.
expecting a bit more commotion.
Okay. Creepy.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
Oh,
I've taken care of them for now.
that's not a good voice.
I see. That will be all.
That will be... Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
I think they just broke it.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't belong here.
This is so weird. Come on.
Let's look around. Careful.
Seems to be a little hive-mindy.
He was living in the ducts. This is unnerving.
Gotta fix that elevator.
Malfunction detected. Elevator offline.
Let's check over here.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Repairs initiated.
Okay. Not even a response. Access granted. Security log past 7 days. Randall Jan, Garneau, Alex, Bragg, Steven, Trifon, Fiona. They didn't even respond to the fact... Okay, I don't know what's going on. Elevator controls. I mean, I think I remember,
log
but...
for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
I don't think it was them lying.
Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
Okay, we got Mineral Lab and Mineral Lab. Let's go to the first Mineral Lab. Odd. Let's see. To whoever is moving my stuff, some of the data I've been compiling on how historic weather events affect Hanar government have gone missing. If you moved it, please return it. If you need me to help you find space for your project, just ask. I'll be happy to help. Tanis. Okay, what are they doing researching Hanar being affected by weather patterns here in a mineral lab?
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Okay. Oh.
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be here.
Okay.
Evolutionary implications of human biotics. That's strange.
Is it just me? Or are these people doing everything but mining?
Yeah, seems that way. Note to staff, this new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in the office environment. However, it is exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when moving with all third-generation plants. What? Okay, that's weird.
Even estimating 60 days for complete global salvation is the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
What the hell?
The Turian pain threshold before psychosis is too high.
What if the pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
What the hell are they researching? Let's see. Okay. Well, we got two doors that have bypass. One here and one at the other opposite end of the lab. I kind of feel like we're going to go that way, so...
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Let's check the other one first. Crew quarters.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
Okay,
I don't have that.
Access denied.
I guess we can't go in there.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Alright, so it looks like we're going towards the... medical bay, maybe? I'm not sure.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
What the hell is going on here? Due to an increase in electrical storm activity, communications with the beta site research team have been delayed. We ask all those awaiting data to please be patient. Current forecasts indicate that the storms will dissipate by the end of the week. Regular communications will resume at this time. got another bypass, but let's see if there's anything up here first. Oh, we got another door that is working.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward.
Okay. We got a data pad.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garneau out.
Okay.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes, we just need to input it at the security terminal.
Creepy crap going on here. Let's check out this before we head back to that terminal.
You shouldn't be here.
TGS Mineral Works is focused on.
Okay. Creepy.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Okay. TGES personnel review. Brown Jeremy, personal ID 23195, Sector E maintenance. Since applying recent feedback, your work has shown a vast improvement. Your work with the corrupted skin samples we acquired was impressive. You are being given a promotion and a raise in security access level. Thank you for your hard work. This review is confidential. Employees are encouraged not to leave reviews in view of others.
Personnel ID.
Yep. We can get into the crew quarters now, I think. Okay. Well, we can't get into the medical bay just yet, so let's head back this way. I know we can hack into that thing, but
Hey,
let's...
Shepard, just past the security terminal.
I know, but we also have the employee's ID number.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
That's kind of a ridiculous security. How difficult would it be to find someone's ID number? I mean, we just found one. Anyway. Pistol, ultralight materials, datapad. The quality of the ore samples from Sector 4 are tapering off. As of January 15th, 2175, that area is beginning decommissioning procedures. Head of mining operations is Del Klosmeyer. Anything else in here? Was that it? That was all we got from that? Oh, here we go. December 23rd, 2178. Andrea, I miss you. Why don't you return my emails? Your mother is very ill and needs to see you. I love you. Come home soon, Dad. Okay. Well, let's check out that security terminal.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
Garneau was heading to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the medbay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The medbay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I have the file number.
Let's go get Garneau.
All right. Here we go.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
This is weird. It's like they don't want us to be here, but they don't do anything to stop us. Okay, can't go through there. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh.
Is that Garneau?
I sure hope not.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
Doc, you mentioned an artifact in your message.
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we're actually speaking with Garneau.
You're kidding.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Oh. Well, he's not confined anymore. Slowest bypass ever.
Someone cut the power. There he goes.
Leave this place.
Oh, well, let's just head up this ladder.
We need to get to that artifact before
The fact that it's here means we're going this way.
He said it was in the mines.
Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
According to my map, there's a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
How come the Reapers are never going in the opposite direction?
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, why am I not moving? Let's see. Something for the SMG mass pulse recoil system 2. Or recoil. Okay. Can we go down this? No? Okay. Which way did they go? Okay, up here? Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. There we go.
There he goes.
Enemies on the upper balcony.
Well, there's also enemies right here. Ah, there we go. I took off disruptor. There we go. Damn, there we go. Okay, they're all down. Oh, my aim there was terrible. Oh. Sorry, Reapers. Jeez, I'm just missing. Oh, crap! Run, 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 run. Try to hold that thing. Nope, that's not holding it. Try to take down that armor now. Warp. There we go. There's still that other one. Okay. Oh, those things are creepy.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
What are they doing? Let's go something a little shorter range for this. There we go. Okay. I want to go through there, but is there anything? Yep. Here we go. Pistol, cranial trauma system 2. Med kit. Okay, let's get through here. Well, that's not good.
What the hell was that?
Looks like the door's power supply has been cut.
I'm seeing the trouble spots. Let's send in the repair drone.
We'll need to escort it.
Unfortunately, the drone is damaged. It's running on limited power.
Let's make it quick then.
Here we go. Let's take cover, because I'm sure we're about to be attacked.
The drone.
Got it.
Are you coming or no? There you go.
Shepard, we still need to escort that drone.
Okay. Good lord. Alright, we're clearly gonna have to defend this thing, so where are the Reapers? Ah. Ah, crap. Okay. I thought it was a Banshee.
One repair done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
Definitely hear more Reapers coming in. Alright, keep moving, little guy. Oh! He was armoring him. Now I understand what the hell they're doing. Ah, jeez. Okay, there goes one not Banshee. Whatever the hell the Rachni ones are called.
The drone doesn't have much time left.
I hear you. I'm on it.
I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's still a couple. Crap! Warp. God, those things are creepy.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
Okay. Seriously, hate those things. All right.
The darkness cannot be breached.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I've got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau!
Well, there goes that artifact. Couldn't let them catch it.
Shepard, over here. You won't believe this.
What have you got?
That wasn't Garneau. This is. Looks like he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data, and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Ann Bryson.
Ann Bryson?
Who are you?
Oh,
What are you doing here?
sounds like the broken
Commander
artifact freed their
You all right?
minds.
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here. How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
That artifact. Do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
How long have they been out of it?
2176.
Holy crap.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
No memory of the last 10
Good
years.
God.
They'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. It's been an eventful 10 years.
So
Good Lord.
Leviathan has the power to take down a Reaper, and the ability to indoctrinate. Do you think it might be a Reaper?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here? And more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
They're powerful and dangerous, that's for sure.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Okay, well, again, another time that she did not verbalize what she said, but luckily we got the subtitles to let us know the specialist trainer wants us to go talk to Dr. Chakwas.
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise-ice brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so... indulge my impatience.
Doctor, put that bottle in a safe place. We'll crack it open to celebrate our victory over the Reapers.
I admire your optimism, and I'll look forward to the day we can share it. Till then.
Alright.
You've got any messages, Commander?
Might have been the better thing to do just to drink. Let's see. Visiting the Citadel from Javik. Commander, I find this messaging system to be outdated and clumsy. I assume Specialist Trina was joking when she said I had to type letters to form words. I want to visit the Citadel the next time you want to travel there. In my lifetime, it was captured by the Reapers. If you'd like to join me, I'll be in the area where the embassies are located. I believe this concept of galactic control shared among races is a lie. Getting away from work, from Liara to Sony. Shepard, I need an excuse to tear myself away from these monitors. Come see me next time we dock at the Citadel. Liara. Take a break from Garrus Vakarian. Shepard, I thought the next time we're on the Citadel, we could take a break. Can't fight a war without a little R&R once in a while. I'll be hanging around C-Sec near the shuttles if you're interested. And found something from Miranda Lawson. Shepard, I discovered a few things about my sister. It's bad, but there's something else going on. I'll find a place to meet and send you a nav point when you get here. Miranda. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the war assets.
My old sergeant told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'd forgotten how big this DLC is, so we're not going to do it in a single go. We're going to do this first part in this one, and then we're going to, in the next video, go after the next part, and I think that'll be it. But if it's long enough, we'll do 3 parts. So let's see. War Terminal, Alien, what do we got? Void Devils Fighter Wing. The Void Devils are a recent military creation consisting of Vorcha fighter pilots trained by human and Turian mentors. Though uniformly young by any species standards, the Devils have laser-like focus on the task of taking out enemy ships. Courageous to the extreme, they're also notably disciplined for Vorcha. During the invasion of their homeworld, the Devils fought hard but ultimately obeyed the order to retreat while the wing was still intact, leaving them alive but burning for revenge. Vorcha labor teams. These specialized Vorcha were a maintenance and calibration crew on a small scientific outpost orbiting Thyrix. Such skilled labor is rare among Vorcha, but is not unheard of, since Vorcha trained by other species for precision tasks develop finely tuned nerves and senses. Additionally, this crew can heal cellular damage caused by radiation exposure, which is useful since the Crucible is being built where no planet's magnetosphere protects it and extravehicular activity on the whole is often required. Look at the goggles. Okay, liquid assets. No war can be fought without a bankroll, and the corporate mavens of Ilium know it. Having escaped the invasion, a so-called Gang of Five is leveraging their staggering financial power to acquire the best talent and materials for the Prothean device. They are doing so in necessary ignorance, believing they are hiring and acquiring parts for some new kind of fusion plant, as the device's existence is a tightly controlled secret. And Alliance? What do we got here? Synth Diamond Heat Sinks. Synthetic diamond is a key ingredient in military-grade heat sinks that are used in computing, high-end thermal clips, and starship weapons. Liberating tons of it from facilities on Brez will help both ground and space forces. Okay, that does it for that. Alright, so, in the next video we're going to go ahead, we're going to land back on the Citadel, we're going to check out this artifact, and see where that takes us. This has been the Erased Loot Cartographer. Thanks for watching.
Commander
I'll see you
Shepard.
again next time.
Garrus mentioned something about you two having some fun next time you're on the Citadel. Don't get into trouble.